Yes, indeed. What's going on, y'all? What's happening, man? Now, as y'all know, it is the 4th of July. But it's also a for real Friday, for real, y'all. And we gotta talk about Mr. Orange. Mr. Orange, who is currently in the White House, talking about doing a UFC fight at the White House next year for the USA's 250th birthday, right? The day that they stole the land, came in and pillaged and robbed and stole the land from black folk and Indians. So they are going to celebrate the way they celebrate, which is very violently, because UFC fighting is extremely violent. And by the way, when I talk to y'all about the difference between the way we celebrate Juneteenth and the way they celebrate the 4th, how many folk in their neighborhood the gunshots started last night? Right? You can raise your hand. You ain't got to be like, oh, no, they ain't did it. No, right here. Yeah, it started. I heard goddamn gunshots as soon as 12 midnight hit last night all around. And I ain't talking about just small gunshots. This shit sound like a goddamn bazooka went off. More than an AK-47. This shit sound like a bazooka went off where I live at. Now, I don't live in the hood. Now, but I live close to it. Okay? Alright? You dig? So, them niggas, whoever them was over there, could have been some white folks shooting that shit. I heard some goddamn real live shots going off to celebrate the day. You dig? So again, I told y'all the difference between how we sell, which was peaceful, how we celebrate, which was peaceful that day, by the way. And I told y'all that Juneteenth was extremely peaceful for those of us who celebrated it. Excuse me, y'all. My necklaces is entangled right now, you know. But the way we celebrate Juneteenth, you did what I'm saying, and the way they celebrate their holiday, which is July 4th. Hey man, it got extremely violent from the start at 12 midnight last night. So, what do y'all think? Y'all think Mr. Orange should be allowed to have a UFC fight? I mean, he is in charge of the White House at the current moment. But if you want to stop Juneteenth and you want to stop our celebration, but you want to bring a whole violent-ass fight, which they are known for prone to be known for violence. And we're not going to sit here and cap about it because it's the truth. It's just in them to be violent. They want to bring a whole UFC fight. He told that shit to a whole crowd yesterday about next year celebrating 250 years of thievery of this current land and nation, that he wants to put a UFC fight at the White House. How y'all feel about that? I'm just asking. You know, because me personally, if you want to throw an event like that, we should be able to do a Juneteenth event right there at the White House too. Why not? Why we can't throw whenever Juneteenth have some at the White House too then? We should be able to throw our come together, a peaceful event right there on the goddamn front steps of the lawn of the White House where the slave built. I think we should have an even exchange of it. What y'all think? Now that's just my opinion. You dig what I'm saying? Because it's for real Fridays. You dig? Now, and yesterday, shout out to my dreadheads. Shout out to my people who wear their hair naturally. Yesterday was National Crown Day. Shout out to everybody who still keep their crown. You dig? I still keep mine covered. Yes, I do. I love to cover my crown all the time. Because you never know. You know what I'm saying? There are all type of spiritual attacks and enemies that want to attack your crown chakra. So I keep mine covered. If you wanted to know, now you know. You dig? But shout out to us dreadheads, you know, who still carry our locks very proudly. Our dreads, our dreadlocks. And I call mine dreads for a reason. There's a spiritual reason. Because when you cut the name off from dreads, then you turn it into what white people want to turn it into. See, they changed it from being dreads to locks to make it more less threatening. See what I'm saying? But if you a dreadhead, then you understand the spiritual meaning behind that. These folks dread to see you because you know the truth. And you will speak the truth against they fuck shit and they fuckery. You dig what I'm saying? So shout out to my dreadheads, man. You dig what I'm saying? All my dreadhead, man. You know, like Sexy Red, shake your dreads. You dig? If you can today, shake them. Shake them for the ancestors that died that was here before they came over and colonized and pillaged and took the land from us. I know I will be celebrating that tonight. Not celebrating the pillage, but I am celebrating my folks who was already here. So the gathering will happen tonight. Those of y'all that's going out this weekend, y'all have a great time. I know we are getting ready. I have seen an influx of people coming in the city for Beyonce this week, coming next week, Thursday. Shout out to the people that's coming to the city, that's going to the concerts next week. Yes, indeed, it will be a time next weekend. Yes, yes, yes. Those 3 or 4 days that she's going to be here is going to be a time in the city, baby. We're going to have a time. We're going to have a time tonight, too. All right. So, anyway, we get on off here, man. But for real, man, on some for real shit, if he could do a UFC fight, those of us that celebrate Juneteenth should be able to come to the Capitol and the White House, be on the front goddamn lawn with a peaceful gathering of those that want to celebrate our ancestors that were already here. You dig what I'm saying?